I've got no plan. I've been gone for literally like a year, so. I mean, I guess it's better I do that without any subscribers than, like, say, when I have people who actually want to see my content, but, you know, whatever. But, like, so much has been going on, I don't even know anymore. We can forget about all that for right now. We are here to do art. Remember, if you do not like listening to my voice and I sound like a distressed cat, feel free to mute me. Listen to some tunes, why don't you? Aside, please forgive me for the bad audio quality. People are still asleep, and also I am in the living room, and we have no good sound in here, implying that I had good sound before, but whatever. This is kind of like, this is more of an update than anything else, although I will be talking about the character I'm currently drawing a bit, since, I mean, that's what these videos are supposed to be for. Funny enough, I have a script in front of me, I'm completely ignoring it, it's fine. But yeah, so, with what's been going on, besides a lot of shit has been going on. Anyone who follows me on DeviantArt, if you happen to read any of my statuses, you might know that my computer was reset a while back, and that, among some other bullshit, like losing my electricity for a few weeks, kind of destroyed all of my shit. I lost so much, but luckily a lot of my art was on DeviantArt, and notes or scripts for my projects were on some kind of cloud. However, all of my webcomics, which I'd been finally set to release, are now gone. Poof. Vanished. So now I'm starting over, which I don't fully see as a bad thing. I mean, the pages weren't good, and this isn't even an artist thing, but the anatomy was bad, the backgrounds were lazy. I didn't like it, and so I'm starting again. And to warm up on that front, I've drawn one of the characters in a completely different art style than the original comic pages were supposed to be in. Love that. And it's more my actual style than my more cartoon style, which would have been easier to draw, but I hate myself, so yeah. I will say though, I did try something new with the lighting that I actually really liked, in like the shading and stuff. But let me know if it works. Overall though, I do watch a lot of anime, like, I mean, not as much as some people. Holy shit. But I do watch a lot of anime, and that influenced so much of my art, it's not even funny. I'll probably show my cartoon style at some point, but for now, we get this. And since last year, started using more thick lines, I don't know why, but I like it, so here we are. And now, more so on the subject of this. This is Craig. Craig is one of the secondary main characters in the comic that I've been working on, Mr. Bad Guy. It's I guess I'd call it a supernatural high school drama, but with less romance and more interdimensional travel, or questioning your very existence and purpose in life. Because, fun fact about me, despite my being literal shipping trash when it comes to stuff like fanfiction or animation memes, I hate romance shows and films. The only one I even sort of like is You, the Netflix series. And while it's not the best thing ever, in fact, some people say and have proven that it's kind of shitty, but I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. I've yet to watch season 2 since I don't have Netflix anymore, but I can at least recommend the first season if you want to be creeped out and question your brain. Back on subject. Craig is Pariah's friend, the main character. And they're friends mostly due to their own issues, but Craig is seen throughout the school as this kind of pushover, an easy target, a very shy and reserved kid who only stopped being bullied because he became friends with Pariah in the first place. Despite them being friends, they have what could only be described as a toxic relationship. Pariah's morphed views make him notably rude and controlling of Craig. In one of the early chapters, he even says that Craig is only his friend for Pariah's benefit. is, however, something Craig clearly knows, even shrugs off on occasion. And it's mostly because Craig genuinely doesn't seem to see the issue. For various reasons and circumstances that will be delved into more in the story, Craig likes Pariah. He knows Pariah better than anyone else, and he's willing to let Pariah think and use him as a tool. Craig enjoys Pariah's company, and despite Pariah's overbearing and cruel attitude towards Craig actively seeks to help him or advise him, nudge him in the wrong direction rather than the wrong direction. It should also be noted that despite his demeanor, Craig doesn't seem to have a basket of clean laundry either, though. His own actions and motivations can seem almost contradictory, but the one constant in all of that seems to be his friendship with Pariah. It's all a mess. The whole comic is a mess, and I love it. At some point, I plan to release early comic sketches on my DeviantArt page and Buy Me a Coffee page for free. Maybe even webtoons. I don't know. But the comic itself is going to be free. I never liked paywalls. If I ever create one, it was either an accident or I've been replaced by a clone. However, early releases of the pages will be available with a donation to my Buy Me a Coffee page once I start working on them again. Depending on how much traction this and my other videos gets as well, I might even live stream myself doing character drawings, stuff like that, but that's far in the future probably. If you want more detailed updates though about the hell I went through when I mentioned the whole electricity and things, I wrote a speech rant pretty much on my DeviantArt page. That will be in the description below. I have a platform, I should use it. There's a good message at the end, I like to think. And for anyone who wishes to support my endeavors now that I'm semi-stable again, you can do so on my Buy Me a Coffee page, or if you're poor like me, you could subscribe for new videos and follow me on DeviantArt. I also have a Fiverr where I take commissions if you're interested in that. But all of that YouTube stuff aside, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Most of it was just updates and plugs that I hate doing. But I hope to do something more interesting next time. If you have any suggestions for content, you can let me know. I know that I am so bad at keeping a schedule, but if there is genuine interest in the things that I'm doing, I'm going to try. Again, now that everything's stable, hopefully that'll be a feasible thing. Also, hi, it's me from the future. Apparently, my audio is running short through all of that for the rest of the Speedpaint. So yay. I don't feel like babbling on about nonsense. I mean, I could, but I won't. So I'm just going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of the Speedpaint. Have a nice day.